Queen City News is your official home of the Carolina Panthers, and it is countdown to another week for the Black and Blue as the team prepares to take on the Indianapolis Colts at home this Sunday. And the question everyone has right now, can Bryce Young and the boys make it 2 in a row?
Sports director Carla Gebhardt is at Bank of America Stadium with the game plan they need to get a streak going.
Well, as we get into week 9 and the first Panthers win of the season against the Houston Texans, some may be wondering exactly how this team continues to come together as we get further into the season. And certainly the players have had to adjust to a new roster and coming together to form a new identity under a new coaching staff. And the coaching staff, of course, is all brand new as well still through week 9, but they too are assimilating and finding an identity within themselves. And there's no better example of that than when Coach Frank Reich gave the game ball to Thomas Brown this weekend, and it was a special moment for both coaches.
First of all, I had no idea who was talking about me anyway. And so I was kind of like one of the last guys coming in the locker room. Was normally win or lose, I'm outside the locker room for the most part when the guys are coming in, just, shake everybody's hand, give everybody hugs before they kind of come in and listen to Frank's speech. So when he was talking, I'm thinking like he's about to give it to a different player. And so when he called my name, I was, almost kind of in freeze mode for a second. But I think just our relationship, our dynamic is continuing to grow from a day in, day out standpoint, and having the opportunity for him first and foremost to trust me to give me an opportunity for this job, like I said before, is huge. Then also, people rarely voluntarily give opportunity to call plays. I just haven't been around there. It's normally they've been forced to do it, which it was 100% his decision. So it means a whole lot to have the opportunity to do my role from a responsibility standpoint, help this team win as much as possible.
And the bonding is not only happening between the coaches, but also between the coaches and the players. A lot of guys throughout the locker room are commenting that they do want to win this game, not only to get their second win of the season, second win in a row, but as they face Coach Frank Reich's former team in the Indianapolis Colts, they talk about how much of a genuine and real coach that he is. And so certainly to get a win for their coach this weekend against his former team would mean a lot for the rest of the team, and certainly some extra bulletin board material inside the locker room this week.
And the Panthers back at home again this Sunday, and Black and Blue Kickoff Live is going to be star-studded. Just wait till you hear who we have on the show this week. BBKL goes live from Bank of America Stadium Sunday at 10 a.m. right here on Fox Charlotte.